All right, 1.7, inequalities. If I could spell that.
Is this the one with the greater than and less than?
Yep.
Alligator knives.
All right, so just a few properties to start off with. Okay, we're assuming that these are all real numbers, blah, 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 all that good stuff. If A is less than B, then A plus C is less than B plus C. Two, if A is less than B and if C is greater than 0, then A times C is less than B times C. And 3, if A is less than B and if C is less than 0, then A times C is greater than B times C.
I was listening back to the videos to like do my notes and stuff, and we're so funny. Like listeners, I thought it was just very funny.
A linear inequality in one variable.
I thought that was step 4.
Can be written as AX plus B is greater than 0. Okay, and note that that could also be less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. It could be any of those. I'm just not going to write them all out because there's no point in it.
My ear itches.
Itchy.
I get it.
Good.
All right, a table.
Wow. Oh, I was just looking at everything I've done today.
Type of interval.
Table. Extra credit.
Set. Interval notation. And a graph.
I'm actually quite upset.
Are you upset?
You know the only good thing about Broadway being tonight? We don't really have to do any of our homework because none of the teachers are going to be here tomorrow.
True.
So they're not going to know if we do it. Isn't that great?
I'm gonna miss Miss Marshall so much.
Except for when a sub, asks for you to turn it in.
Are you gonna ask for us to turn things in? Aren't you the sub for one of our classes, Miss Patton?
No.
We don't have anything to do in English.
Apparently not. Apparently I'm only covering one class. I offered to cover them all, except for 3rd. And here we are. So,
Why 3rd?
Oh,
because I actually have a class then that doesn't involve people being out. All right, type of interval. First one is going to be an open interval.
And first, right? First has a junior. Oh, so, I'm such an idiot. Just disregard.
What is happening with this thing? It's like freaking
I'm
out.
just mad.
All right, all these are going to be open intervals. So a few examples of them are a few of the set options. X such that X is greater than A. X such that A is less than X is less than B. And X such that X is less than B. And then the intervals to go with each of these. The first one is A to infinity. Second one is A to B. And the last one is negative infinity to B. So those are open intervals. So when we have the graph of them,
Oh, shucks. Oh my gosh, bro. Resets.
I thought we were done with the sets.
Thought we were done with them too.
I feel very confused. Stacy, do you know anybody who wants a saddle? Like sometimes, I know sometimes you know people. Like, do you know somebody who needs one? Because I'm selling mine.
No, but we could use it for the cook-off.
What's our thing? Chili cook-off?
Can't announce it yet.
What? Isn't the chili cook-off coming up?
We haven't finalized.
So Western.
Basically, this came up last night. Yes.
So the theme is what?
Don't
Okay.
tell anyone.
I'll bring my saddle.
We need it, so don't sell it before then, okay?
And don't worry, I won't sell.
Can you bring a horse too?
I'll talk to Bossman Sam. We have ponies. Can we bring a pony?
I think
Can
we
work
should.
with the pony?
I think we should do pony
Yeah.
rides outside. $1 a piece, $2 a piece.
Senior class is
We'll
broke.
get
Senior
Stevie.
class needs money.
We'll get Stevie, not Cha Cha. Cha Cha's a brat.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine just Lorelai riding in on a pony? We might get kicked out, but I think it As long as it doesn't side. No promises.
No promises. Ponies are of their own.
So usually you can't control that.
You can. Sometimes you can't control them either.
Did you have like an accident or something?
No.
Yes, she does regularly.
No, I don't. Not with poop. Next year, replay this. They're gonna be like, "What is wrong with her?"
Especially because this is a notes video.
Because I've only peed in my pants. Yeah. Just to clarify, video.
I love listening back to the videos.
Other intervals.
Moving on.
The set of x such that x is greater than or equal to a. The set of x such that a is less than x is less than or equal to b. Set of x such that a is greater than less than or equal to x less than b. And the set x such that x is less than or equal to b.
Whoa. 4 sets?
So the intervals in order going down. Closed interval of a to infinity, and that's going to be open. And then open interval at a, closed at b. Closed at a, open at b. And then negative infinity to b, and that's going to be closed.
Shoot.
Darn it.
I think I'm gonna have to take some of the exams.
My plan was to not take any.
Mine too, and then now I realize we have less than a week. I mean,
But
basically.
isn't it an 8 average, not. Wait, what do you. Okay, I have no idea.
Yes, it is.
An 8 average.
So next quarter we have to get
Next
out.
quarter has to be really good
Oh,
for
no.
both of us. For English and in math. That's my
What?
two.
That's me too.
Twinsies.
Could probably do something about math with if we ace the next test.
If we ace, yeah. If I do that extra credit book report too. If I just.
Mine English grade is too far gone.
If I be really nice to this one. It's okay. This one doesn't care. Poor Chase. Got yelled at today.
For what?
I don't really know.
He was kind of getting on Miss Patton's nerves.
I don't really know what happened.
She
all
just
of a
yells
sudden.
when she wants.
She just started squawking. Chase.
It's quite scary.
Yeah, like it was all over.
How many more are there? Because I don't know if my chart.
I have 2 more after this one.
Oh gosh,
2?
my chart's gonna have to go on the next page.
How big are you writing? This is
Not good. Man, I have a really good lunch.
what do you have for lunch?
Chicken, potato, casserole thing on one page. Good.
Ooh.
Oh good, this one's not very long.
No, these next ones are only like 1 line each.
Oh goody. I think I can fit it. Ooh baby. Okay.
Sometimes you say things.
Me?
Yeah. And I really just wonder.
So does my mom.
It's a fact. All right. So the closed interval, which is a to b, everything included. Disjoint is that there's 2 separate ones. So something like x such that x is less than a or x is greater than b. That's negative infinity to a union b to infinity.
Hold on. I'm so
Oh, what?
nothing. I figured it out. Gosh dang it.
No, it's okay. We're just gonna do really good next It'll be fine.
Okay, right, it's fine.
All right, and the last one is all real numbers.
Union.
X such that X is a real number.
Is this the last one?
Yep.
Okay.
From negative infinity to infinity.
And beyond.
And this one. Whoa.
Whoa.
Tell them to go away.
We have like so many group chats going on.
I was so mad last night when the class group chat started to kick off.
It was hilarious.
I was so mad. Y'all ruined my shower.
Sorry. Yeah, we
And
have
then all of a sudden,
class
class is like,
officers, volleyball. I have a group chat with my parents. I have so many group chats, honestly.
does that one get wild?
No. I have so many group chats, actually, now that I'm looking at it. My top 5 used are group chats.
I'm trying to.
I saw Swiss game.
I have one with my parents, and then I have one with my cousins, my 2 cousins.
Why'd you erase it?
And then I have
So it didn't look pretty.
a big family one that's literally all of my family.
We have that on a separate app.
Is it called WhatsApp?
No, it's on GroupMe. We call it groupies.
Our leadership guy didn't come today because a tree crushed his car.
Whoa, this poor man.
I know, he's really having bad luck. But he loves
Y'all are
trees.
never gonna have that class.
Yeah, he's only came twice, but it's not really like a graded kind of class. I mean, I think we get a grade for it, but I don't know.
It's just like a mental class.
All right. Quadratic inequalities, it's just a quadratic equation, and then this sign again can be less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, as long as a is not equal to 0. Solving quadratic inequalities, we have 3 steps for that. Solve the corresponding quadratic equation.
Oh, what I would give to for it to be summer again. Whereas I'm not freezing my Patucci off. Patucci.
Ethan, you're quiet. How you doing?
Patucci.
No, it's Patucci.
Patucci.
Yeah.
Alright, that's like a mix of so many words.
Identify the intervals. I think sometimes people forget that these are recorded. Determined
I forgot.
by the solutions of the equation.
Really good.
3, use a test value from each interval to determine
Can't function anymore after that.
which intervals
Go back for next year's class.
form
I
the
have to
solution
leave my
set.
And if it's whatever is in these videos, then it is what it is.
Hopefully it's a good thing.
I left mine in pre-cal.
That's a fact.
Gosh, have you heard anything
No.
lately?
Well, no, but I don't watch them, so.
They're so bad.
I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna like find them all from what is it after? It's in the second semester. Yeah, I'm gonna watch those.
It was bad from the beginning of the year.
Really?
From day 1. I want to go get my hair cut.
Do it. Big cut. Get it all cut off.
I'm sorry.
I need something to like reset myself like mentally. Like I feel like very understimulated but very overstimulated. at the
This
same
last
time.
time hot coffee.
I want Panera.
A Red Bull.
That's
Rational inequalities. So, the book has different steps, but I'm gonna basically solve them the same way we solve rational equalities, in terms of like getting a common denominator and stuff. The only thing is at the end, you've also got to do the step 3 from the quadratic inequalities to make sure that it works. So I'm just going to say solve like a normal rational equality. But test a value from each interval to determine, this thing is like freaking out, to determine which intervals form the solution set.
It's so cold outside.